down in the hollow where the signal cuts stand. Muddy boots stepping through the places I've been. Granddaddy's land, generational grip. Homegrown wisdom from his weathered lip. Started from the bottom of a gravel road. Now I'm flexing in my boots with that country code. Y'all don't understand how the backwoods roll. Trap beats bumping through my rebel soul. This is my backwoods anthem. Raise it up high where the creek runs deep and the eagles fly. Got that 808 thunder through the valley below. Country rap king, yeah, that's how I flow. Backwoods anthem, let the whole world know. From the hollow to the hill, this is how we go. Backwoods anthem, backwoods anthem. Mama raised me right on Sunday morning prayer, but Saturday night I got that fire to share. Spitting bars fast as lightning through the trees. Country dialect mixed with my southern breeze. Ain't no fake chains, just my granddaddy's watch. Fiddle playing samples while my rhymes stay high. From the farm to the booth, keep it real, keep it raw. Backwoods royalty, that's the only law. This is my backwoods anthem. Raise it up high where the creek runs deep and the eagles fly. Got that 808 thunder through the valley below. Country rap king, yeah, that's how I flow. Backwoods anthem, let the whole world know. From the hollow to the hill, this is how we go. Backwoods anthem, backwoods anthem. Slide guitar screaming through the mountain air. Harmonica good, breathing life into the prayer. This is where I'm from, this is who I am. Country rap fusion, take a stand. Every dirt road got a story to tell. Every family tree got a tale to sell. But I'm the first one spitting truth this way, blending old and new for a brand new day. Respect to the roots that keep me grounded. Hip-hop, heartbeat, country soul surrounded. From the backwoods born till the backwoods proud. Backwoods anthem, sing it loud. This is my backwoods anthem. Raise it up high where the creek runs deep. Got that 808 thunder through the valley below. Country rap king, yeah, that's how I flow. Backwoods anthem, let the whole world know. From the hollow to the hill, this is how we go. Backwoods anthem, backwoods anthem. Backwoods anthem. Backwoods anthem. This is how we go. This is how we go. Y'all ain't ready for this ride. Just kicking up, can't hide from the truth that's breaking wide. Started seeing signs I ain't never seen before. Politicians preaching while the people stay poor. Boss man cutting hours at the factory floor. Wonder what we're really working for. Time's getting harder, heart's getting cold, backbone bending, but I ain't folding. We're riding these back road blues away. Mud on my boots, bills to pay. Country boy with nothing left to say, but we'll make it through another day. These back road blues, they ain't here to stay. Fuel prices rising like the morning sun. Grandpa's farm ain't breaking even, son. Politicians promise, but they ain't done nothing for the folks like us, not one. Small town dying, dreams delaying, praying for better days, but I ain't praying. I'm working double shifts, bills wait. Heavy on my heart, but I ain't saying give up, give in, let the world win. I was born to fight, born to begin again. When the road gets rough and thin, that's when real country boys kick in. Time's getting harder, heart's getting cold, backbone bending, but I ain't folding. We're riding these back road blues away. stay. When the world gets wild and the news gets loud, I keep my head high, I keep my feet on the ground. Cause the dirt road teaches what the city forgot. Cause the dirt road teaches what the city forgot. Sometimes less is more than a whole lot. We're riding these back road blues away. Mud on my boots, bills to pay. Country boy, nothing left to say, but we'll make it through another day. These back road blues, they ain't here to stay. Yo, I see my cousin Jake again, out there on the corner, man. Same damn spot every weekend, ain't changed since we was 10. Yeah, he's got muddy boots and heavy bars, muddy boots and heavy bars, spitting rhymes from his broken heart. Muddy boots and heavy bars, muddy boots and heavy bars, that boy's don't go too far. Jake's been rapping about his pain, y'all. Mama left when he was small. Daddy's bottle, that's his downfall. Now he's 20, standing tall. But his words cut deep as hell. Stories that he's gotta tell about the shit that made him yell, made him harder than a bell. Yeah, yeah. He's got muddy boots and heavy bars, muddy boots and heavy bars, spitting rhymes from his broken heart. Muddy boots and heavy bars, muddy boots and heavy bars, that boy's gonna go too far. I remember when we used to play, now I watch him waste away, rapping about his fucked up days, in the muddy boots he stays. Every Friday night he's out there, microphone and beating up chair. Crowd gathers round to hear him swear about the demons that he can't repair. His flow's dirt down, but his truth is what I found. In the muddy boots he's bound to keep spitting till he's down. He's got muddy boots and heavy bars, muddy boots and heavy bars, spitting rhymes from his broken heart. Muddy boots and heavy bars, muddy boots and heavy bars, that boy's gonna go too far. Muddy boots and heavy bars, muddy boots and heavy bars. Yeah, yeah, my cat boots at a bar. Slide bang, yeah, Lord Boots Creek there, somewhere past the line. Write you down in dust tonight, horsepower, hearts in July. Wish I knew the letters you'd send back, still running you and I. Left that crossroads, chased down thunder, mud-swept mail, fingerprints, old hunger. Addressing you, almost didn't sign my name. Future you sat a chair at this poker game. Grass stains on my Aint, red dirt in my drain. Tell me what you think, would you trade back time for blame? Past fence honesty, future so reckless. restless? Would you still be restless? Write you down in dust tonight, horsepower, hearts in July. Wish I knew the letters you sent back, still running you and I. Flash forward Main Street, paint strip clean. You got scars, silver knee. I listen for engines and dawn's blue scene. Bet you're lost in a halfway memory. Forgotten dogs, 2 keys, hand-me-down worry. Did you wise up or did you hurry? Is the barn door open? Does the fire still burn? Counting miles or counting turns? Would you haul my name if you had yours to learn? Slide ashtray full of old receipts. You and me, no defeat. Could you ride me back? Write you down in dust tonight, horsepower, hearts in July. Wish I knew the letters you send back, still running you and I. Worn boots, 3-bit, another run, still running you and I. Oregon's creek bed, another line, still running you and I. Out here where the blacktop is. Y'all don't understand what we've been through lately. Roads ain't been played, keep moving. Got that mud on my boots, got dust in my lungs. Go working this, civil's been working me since I was real young. Politicians keep talking, but they ain't from here. They don't know what it's like when the factory disappears. But we keep pushing through the pain, la la. Even when the whole world thinks we're strange, Got our backs against the wall, but we stand tall. We keep pushing through the pain. You can see it in my eyes, all the struggle and the strain. Every dollar that we make, man, it's harder to obtain. But we ain't backing down, no, we ain't giving up. Been drinking from this well, now we're filling up our cup. Used to have good jobs, now the mill's been closed down. But we still got our pride in this forgotten town. People moving to the city, but we're staying right here. Through the sweat and through the tears, we persevere. We keep pushing through the pain, Even when the whole world thinks we're strange, Got our backs against the wall, but we stand tall. We keep pushing through the pain, When the sun comes up, we're already awake, doing what it takes for our family's sake, So don't you count us out, we ain't down for the count. Every single day we're climbing up this mountain, with our hands in the dirt and our hearts full of hope. We keep pushing through, that's just how we cope. This is who we are, this is where we're from, and we ain't gonna stop until the work is done. We keep pushing through the pain, Even when the whole world thinks we're strange, Got our backs against the wall, but we stand tall. We keep pushing through the pain, Out here where the blacktop is, that's where our story begins. keep pushing through the pain. Yeah, yeah. You've been walking down that gravel road, you've been carrying that heavy load, you've been telling yourself lies each day, you've been pushing all your friends away. You know better, you know better, you know better than that. You know better, you know better, you know better than that. You've been drinking from that bottle again, you've been hiding from your pain within, you've been saying you don't need no help, you've been destroying your mental health. You know better, you know better, you know better than that. You know better, you know better, you know better than that. You know better, you know better, you know better than that. You know better, you know better, you know better than that. You know better, you know better, you know better than that. You know better, you know better, you know better than that. You've been cheating on the one you love, you've been pretending that ain't enough, you've been lying to your mama's face, you've been falling from your state of grace. You know better, you know better, you know better than that. You know better, you know better, you know better than that. You've been running from responsibility, you've been hiding from reality, you've been acting like you just don't care, you've been breathing in that toxic air. You know better, you know better, you know better than that. You know better, you know better, you know better than that. You know better, you know better, you know better than that. You know better, you know better, you know better than that. You know better, you know better, you know better than that. You know better, you know better, you know better than that. Oh, you know better. Oh, you know better. You know better than that. Making the same mistakes, you've been ignoring what's at stake. You've been acting like a foolish child, you've been living reckless and wild. You know better, you know better, you know better than that. You know better, you know better, you know better than that. You've been hurting everyone around, you've been tearing your whole life down, you've been wasting all your precious time, you've been crossing every single line. You know better, you know better, you know better than that. You know better, you know better, you know better than that. You know better, you know better, you know better than that. You know better, you know better, you know better than that. You know better, you know better, you know better than that. You know better, you know better, you know better than that. Sunrise cuts through the blinds, boots on last night's shirt. Old truck out front, lot of mud, little dirt. Silence in the radio, cup half full of gone. Something about today feels just a little bit wrong. Kicked up dust still hanging in the air, feels like time got stuck somewhere. Can't outrun yesterday, no matter how far I drive. Saw my shadow chasing me in the tar-lit sky. Every just fade away, but can't outrun yesterday, no matter how hard I try. Grip the wheel, knuckles white, steering through the ache. Skirt on gravel memories, throttle out a heartbreak. Battered calf, faded map, every mile's a loop. Talking smack to myself, truck rumbling the truth. Y'all ever wish you could skip that part when you look back? Miss the good with the scar, banjo picking up my pulse, heartbeat in the track. Past in the rear view, won't cut me no slack. Slick guitar size, harmonica cries. Told myself lies, tried to apologize. Lived 32 it off and rhyme, flexing in my boots, but I'm stuck in the tailspin, grass stain. Ran outrun yesterday, no matter how far I drive. Saw my shadow chasing me in the tar-lit sky. Every turn I take, brakes just fade away, but can't outrun yesterday, no matter how hard I try. Can't leave it behind, won't fit in my bags. Old ghost riding shotgun, dragging my flag. Can't outrun yesterday, no matter how far I drive. Saw my shadow chasing me in the tar-lit sky. Every turn I take, brakes just fade away, but can't outrun yesterday, oh no, no matter how hard I try. Can't outrun, can't outrun, can't outrun yesterday. I see you standing there with that weight on your chest. Another family farm going up for sale, I guess. Your daddy's hands are shaking, bills stacked up high, while politicians promise change that never arrive. They got their suits pressed clean, driving fancy cars, while you're counting pennies underneath the stars. System's got you thinking that you ain't worth much, but I know better, sing your fighting touch. You ain't gotta carry what they put on you. You ain't gotta carry what they put on you. You ain't gotta carry what they put on you. Remember when we used to talk about our plans before the world got heavy, slipped right through our hands? Now you're working 3 jobs just to barely get by, while they're making speeches telling us to try. Your mama's at the diner pulling double shifts, your brother's at the factory, body's getting stiff, but every morning y'all keep getting up, 'cause give it up ain't in your blood. You ain't gotta carry what they put on you. You ain't gotta carry what they put on you. They wanna keep us down, keep us fighting each other, sister against sister, brother against brother. But I see through their game, see what they're trying to do. That burden ain't yours, that burden ain't you. So when they point blame you for their mess, when they make you feel like you're somehow less, just remember what I'm telling you right now. You're stronger than their system, you'll make it somehow. Your worth ain't measured by what's in your bank. Your value ain't dependent on your social rank. That weight they keep loading, that shame they keep throwing, you can set it down, keep your spirit growing. You ain't gotta carry what they put on you. You ain't gotta carry what they put on you. You ain't gotta carry what they put on you. You ain't gotta carry what they put on. Through sticks where the mud runs deep, banjo singing low with a back roads beat, rolling up a window chewing on a long piece, sunburn on my neck ain't nothing fancy. Saw you Chevy park by the south side creek, let my tires spin, kicked up some sweet. I ain't here to flex, I'm just letting off stain, dust on my jeans, you know what I mean. Mud on my boots and a song in my throat, life just hits different when you're out on the road. Talking late night lights or gravel flying behind, ain't chasing no riches, just some peace of mind. Slide guitar, crying like a lonesome hound, crooked little barn, ain't a soul around. Harmonica blowing when the moon come up, pour a little more in my faded cup. If you got troubles, let them ride with me. We find our kind of trouble where the pine trees lean. I ain't here to flex, I'm just letting off stain, dust on my jeans, you know what I mean. Mud on my boots and a song in my throat, life just hits different when you're out on the road. We talking late night laughter, gravel flying behind, ain't chasing no riches, just some peace of mind. Your ways, I got this truck, world's full of noise, but we don't need much. Coyote howling, wind talking through, you and me both got some running to do. Mud on my boots and a song in my throat, life just hits different when you're out on the road. We talking late night laughter, gravel flying behind, ain't chasing no riches, just some peace of mind. Banjo pitching on a big old skies, case some happy itch or underlie Buddhists. Yeah, skirt, skirt. Wow, wow. Hey. Banjo picking under big old skies, get some happy itch with mud on my boots. Picking under big old skies, get some happy itch with mud on my boots. Do you think you know about back then, way back when Knights rode hard through the yard with their swords keeping score? Y'all don't see what I see. Knights and Spurs, Knights and Spurs, riding through the dirt. Knights and Spurs, Knights and Spurs, know what honor's worth. Knights and Spurs, riding through the dirt. You got your crown, but I got mine. Been riding this way back on this track, mud and steel, make it real. Castle walls won't stand tall when I call y'all to fall. Knights and Spurs, Knights Nights and Spurs, nights and Spurs, riding through the dirt. Your armor's fake, mine won't break. What you take ain't yours to claim in this game. I've been here, year by year, sword in hand, take your stand. If you can be a man. Nights and Spurs, nights and Spurs, riding through the dirt. Nights and Spurs, nights and Spurs, know what honor's worth. Nights and Spurs, nights and Spurs, banjo strings tell the kings who wore rings, made of dirt, made of dirt, who got hurt but stayed true, just like you should do too. Spurs, nights and Spurs, riding through the dirt. Nights and Spurs, nights and Spurs, know what honor's worth. Nights and Spurs, nights and Spurs, riding through the dirt. Spitting up in the yard. I woke up with the sunrise creeping over fields of brown, boots caked in red clay, tires spinning out of town. Folks talking, winds changing, can't quiet down the pride. I'm hearing them rumbling, but I keep my own line. Radio saying what they know, but I see past that noise. Old dogs bark but don't bite, just trying to break my pores. Step on the porch, listen close, you can hear the thunder rolling. What matters most to me is walking honest, never folding. Ain't backing down, got a fire in my chest. Whoa, keep rolling on even when it's a mess. Ain't backing down, y'all know how I ride. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fella spin my Lord's sting, but I never could be born. No banjo picking in the distance, just like mama done. I'm standing here iron wrong till the setting sun. They got headlines, but they don't know my name. Chasing what ain't theirs, bet they do it all the same. I don't spit no fancy words, just honest from the heart. Muddy boots on old oak floors, I play my simple part. Let them blow their hot air, let them guess my stance. I answer with a handshake, not a sideways glance. Banjo strumming truth, harmonica humming pride. If you stand where I stand, ain't nothing left to hide. Ain't backing down, got fire in my chest. Whoa, keep rolling on even when it's a mess. Ain't backing down, y'all know how I ride. Yeah. Dust in my lungs, in my mind, but my hat's held high. You can read the paper, listen to the wind, but you ain't gonna know me till you stood where I've been. There's lines on these hands, there's scars that I earned. Ain't nothing about this road I trade, not a lesson, not a learn. Ain't backing down, got fire in my chest. Whoa, keep rolling on even when it's a mess. Ain't backing down, y'all know how I ride. In my lungs, in my high, but my hat's held high. banjo picking, engine clicking, big wheels rolling, trouble thickens. Saw you grinning by the county line, dust in the rear view, hat pulled low. I got mud up on my good boots, patience thin and the night runs slow. Words don't hit like a fist, but you swing them anyway. Here we stand, two bulls in the same corral, acting tough in the Georgia clay. I ain't gotta shout, hear my truth over the wind. I ain't gotta fight dirty, gotta win from within. On this lonely stretch, I ain't turning around. You say, your peace, but my head's held proud. Last word on the back road, I ain't always loud. Old hickory and pine lean close, they know the score, we settle here. Your laugh cut sharp, but my skin's thick, and I ain't wanna show a tear. Rumbling bass and my bones don't shake, silence heavy like a stone. Only time and grit decide who stands strong. Ain't about being reborn. Ain't gotta shout, hear my truth over the wind. Ain't gotta fight dirty, gotta win from within. On this lonely stretch, I ain't turning around. You say, your peace, but my head's held proud. Last word on the back road, I ain't always loud. Fiddle cries, moon climbs, dog bark far behind. Truth and tire tracks, we gone too long, just trying to draw the line. Steel meets soul at the end of the mile. You can keep your pride or talk for a while. Ain't gotta shout, hear my truth over the wind. Ain't gotta fight dirty, gotta win from within. On this lonely stretch, I ain't turning around. You say your piece, but my head's held proud. Last word on the back road, I ain't always loud. Last word, ain't always loud. Last word, standing proud. On this back road, I ain't always loud. Sun coming up, dust on my boots again. Yeah. Crack a grin, cause trouble found me out here, my friend. Ain't talking past hurts, just what's ahead. Yeah. Roll the window down, let the cold cut my head. Ain't scared to talk straight or say how I feel. You know these back roads show a man what's real. Last night she called, all he'd no lie, saying you heard some things floating wild in the pies. I ain't running game, I ain't ducking your eyes. Ain't no secret, it's as clear as the county line. So pull up close, don't act shy. Let your guard down, girl, don't deny. Most folks break when the truth swings by. You still stand even when the creek run dry. Ain't no fence high enough, babe, to keep you out my mind. Ain't no mud deep enough to slow us on this ride. Got our rough edges showing, ain't trying to hide. Ain't no fence high enough that love can't climb. Cornbread for supper, whiskey last run deep. I told you before, this ain't just talk I keep. Tire spinning out, but the heart stays home. You know my words ain't soft, but you ain't alone. Got your boots on my dash, got that grin I crave. You're wild as the river, I don't wanna chase. We scrap and we swear it's honest, not cool. Ain't perfect, but I ain't nobody's fool. Whoa, yeah. Barbed wire bends, but it don't break. Bound to you like a southbound southbound freight. Took my walls and you tore them down. Ain't no fence gonna block us now. Ain't no fence high enough, babe, to keep you out my mind. Ain't no mud deep enough to slow us on this ride. Got all rough edges showing, ain't trying to hide. Ain't no fence high enough that love can't climb. Woo! Ain't no fence. Ain't no fence high enough, no. Let the dog bark, let the neighbors talk, we'll be just fine. Yeah. Ain't no fence high enough to block this time. Spin mud on the chrome long way back, call it home. Sun falling hard, wash me in that red dust. Mailbox leans like every story that I've known. Wind through cracked window, mixed sweat with trust. Talk low, breath tight, chewing on what's left unsaid. 12-pack stacked, dog barking at the fence. Say you see me, way I am, not how I pretend. Hard to be honest, tough skin don't mean I don't bend. Still driving down that ridge road, losing light but holding strong. Past every memory etched in that gravel song. Heart head heavy with the real wounds only you can know. If I talk plain, will you listen or just watch me go? You stood by the barn, voice rough like September. Hey, my jaw set stubborn, breaking silence both ways. Every fight, every makeup rings true as this beat. Can't clean the mess from the cab, just sweep it to my feet. Shirt sticking to me, sweat and regret mixing the sound. Banjo and the static keeps spinning me around. You say you need me, maybe you do, maybe I ought to stay. Honest and ugly, ain't pretty words gonna pave the way. Still driving down that ridge road, losing light but holding strong. Past every memory etched in that gravel song. Heart heavy with the real wounds only you can know. If I talk plain, will you listen or just watch me go? Tell me, still wish you to. If all that dirt we kicked up means we buried the past, or just cut it deeper, praying this run would last. Still driving down that ridge road, losing light but holding strong. Past every memory etched in that gravel song. Heart heavy with the real wounds only you can know. If I talk plain, will you listen or just watch me go? Rain's on the forecast, just like it always been. Me in this old truck, right through where we begin. Yeah, me in this old truck, right through where we begin. Yeah. Come on. Out on the gravel road, your truck by Miller's Creek. Boots in the mud, but your eyes run deep. Bonfire embers catch the wind, you stare silent. Smoke curls, you won't say where you been. Distant ain't laugh like you used to. Cracks in your voice so I don't push through. The last time I saw you, back roads turning dark. Harmonica played out, torn apart. Words you ain't saying, like a feeling stain. Wish I could drag you back out, but you dig in. You ride shotgun, looking through the fields, sipping on flask, but your grin don't heal. I call you brother, but you keep looking south, hiding pain behind floods, but it's spilling out, telling me you're alright. Heavy in the chest all damn night. Last time I saw you, tail lights fade to rust. Chase more questions, choke in the dust. Silent goodbyes, thump of that 808. Wish I was fast enough for you to wait. Rain on the banjo, fizzing tire marks. Slide on the clay and you're gone before dark. Tried to call your name, drown in the thunder. Left with my echo, keep pulling you under. I watch you drift like a bottle in the river's bend. Body in the front seat, spirit on the mend. Mud on your cuffs, tired eyes running laps. Try to talk tough, but the kindness don't last. You the hard head running down a line of fences. Only see home in the rear view defensive. Always a battle with silence, ain't fair. If you break down tonight, I'm still there. Last time I saw you, caught in red brake lights. Banjo wailing, head on low that night. Silence between us stood sharp and true. Couldn't stop you going, couldn't go with you. Yeah. Last time I saw you. Last time I saw you.
Yeah, this one's free. Know who you are.
Saw her standing on the sidewalk, muddy boots and a sideways grin, cutting through crowd like a daylight sin. Heard the rumors floating around the feed store steps, but ain't the kind of judge, ain't looking for regrets. You walk in, folks hush, let the screen door swing. It's your name they whisper, but it don't mean a thing. Around here folks hold secrets like a mason jar tight, but when you look at me it all feels right. My buddy down the way, man, leave her be. Ain't nobody's business what you mean to me. Ain't your secret, ain't your shame, ain't hiding in the back of no red Chevrolet. Let them talk, let them run, let the wagon tongues fly. When I hold you close, ain't got nothing to hide. Ain't your secret, ain't gonna be tonight. Got stories and half-truth tales, farmhouse gossip blowing stronger than the gale. But I roll down these roads with the windows all down. Don't tiptoe for nobody, not in this town. They say you were wild with a past untamed, but wild's just another word for heart unchained. You laugh with a bite, got a look in your eye. Don't need a rescue, you just want a good guy. You hear them talking, but you move like a song, like the banjo twang. Stubborn ain't wrong, I love the way you don't answer, just let them all stare. You give me that look, run your fingers through my hair. So I won't keep you covered like the moon behind cloud. Gonna take you two-stepping right through this crowd. Yeah, tell them we're standing say it out loud, ain't your secret, babe. And I'm damn sure proud. It ain't your secret, ain't your shame. Ain't hiding in the back of no red Chevrolet. Let them talk, let them run, let the wagon tongues fly. When I hold you close, ain't got nothing to hide. Ain't your secret, ain't gonna be tonight. They won't, but I got your hand. Ain't running from love, I'll take my stand. Ain't your secret, ain't your shame. Ain't hiding in the back of no red Chevrolet. Let them talk, let them run, let the wagon tongue fly. When I hold you close, ain't got nothing to hide. Ain't your secret, ain't gonna be tonight. Ain't your secret, no, not tonight. No, not tonight. Yeah. Come on. Came up with a mud thick boot, stay heavy banjo, picking windows down, slide getting messy. Fiddle on the backseat, hound on the tail, rolling past pines, kicking up a country trail. Dad taught me lessons out behind that barn. Old scars run deep, but they build my charm. Bruise on my cap, whiskey in my veins. Sunset stain, I ain't ever dodge a rain. Grit in my teeth and a beat in my chest. Belt buckle rattles when I'm pushed to my best. All I know is keep it honest, never fold. Living wild and free, yeah, that's the code. Raised where the mud flies, we ain't running slow. Whipping the back roads anywhere I go. Feel singing now, we'll grip it tight. Hard in the pickup, rolling through the night. Y'all, yeah. Come on. Mama used to pray that I'd play it straight, but trouble like me comes served on a plate. Ain't no knights in armor, just jeans and a knife. Trying to stay true in this twisted life. Cause ain't no kings round here, just dukes of dust. You ride for your kin, you trust who you trust. Cornbread sizzling, smoke on the breeze. Ash on my Timbs, I'm just shooting the breeze. Yeah, oh, die, diggy, dumb, whoa, skitty cat banjo strong. Woo, hand alibi, skirt, pow. Hard shell, steel nerves, never backing down. Every mile I earn, that's my kind of crown. Dice on the dash, lucky when I roll. Back roads raised and it's stitched in my soul. Raised where the mud flies, we ain't running slow. Whipping the back roads anywhere I go. Fiddle singing out, we'll grip it tight. Hard in the pickup, rolling through the night. Nod your head, come on. So ride with me, boots muddy, hat low. Rattlesnake spirit, I don't keep it on the low. Picking up dust when the rooster call. Ain't in the castle, but I stand real tall. Yes, sir! Mud on the bumper, hard in my teeth. Hate in the rearview, rip seats on the bench. Sweat stains on my collar, spit in the wrench. Ain't got much but grit, running deep like a ditch. Still here on my grind, y'all, rich off the stench of diesel, cheap bourbon, and old Firestone rubber. Every day's a knife, so I learned to cut tougher. Dreams out of reach, but I grip them like pliers. Doing numbers in dirt while the city boys tries. I'm leaving a mess, heavy boot steps on the porch. Life's a brawl around here, burn my name in the torch. Down this road ain't nothing promised but the rut I'm in. Kicking dust up, damn right, I'll do it all again. Tell that fool in the mirror who think he knows best. Raise your glass to tomorrow and don't second guess. Hey! Shirt soaked through, truck box full of cans. I'm rough at the edges, still gripping my plans. If fate wanna fight, well it throws with two hands. Swear I'll take every punch, I'm a dumb stubborn man. Can't see past the cornrows, hell neither can y'all. History's written in bar tabs and late night calls. Maybe tomorrow's better, could be worse, who knows. I ain't sold my soul, just these busted up clothes. Look me up, years down, if you make it past the creek, will I still swing fist, cuss first, bite back when I speak? Will my boots fit the same? Will my bones feel regret, or just spilling mud all the shit I ain't said? Down this road ain't nothing promised but the rut I'm in. Kicking dust up, damn right I'll do it all again. Tell that fool in the mirror who think he knows best, raise your glass to tomorrow and don't second guess. Yeah, you dumbass, don't forget where you been. Yeah. Engine rumbling, boots on, but let's ride. Dirt on my hands, sweat on my brow, rolling this truck where the creek runs south. Sun beating down, sky burning proud, old banjo ringing through a restless town. You can smell that summer mix of diesel and hay. Ain't chasing rich dreams, just shaking red clay. I'm talking to you way out past the fence. Got nothing to hide and I ain't got to pretend. Kick up dust in my old Ford here to tell my tale. Footprints down a back road, ain't afraid to fail. Every mile of memory, every road a scar. You know where I'm headed by the dirt on my car. Blood in these knuckles, stains on my jeans. Life don't slow down for nobody, it seems. Tires sing along to the howl of the breeze. If you're looking for me, I'm where trouble feels free. Whiskey in my cup, gotta laugh kinda rough. I ain't got much, but what I got's enough. If you ever get lost, just follow my route. I'm leaving a story the rain can't wash out. Most folks just passing, never stick around long, but every stone in my path got a place in my song. Kick up dust in my old Ford, hear it tell my tale. Footprints down a back road, ain't afraid to fail. Every mile of memory, every road a scar. You know where I'm headed by the dirt on my car. In my old Ford, hear it tell my tale. Footprints down a back road, ain't afraid to fail. Every mile of memory, every road a scar. You know where I'm headed by the dirt on my car. Got dirt on my car and a trail in my way. As long as I'm moving, I'm making my fate. Let's coming up, but I ain't slept much. Boots, half-tidal, truck spitting dust. Hands on the wheel, nothing but feels. Heavy with miles, keeping it real. Coffee in the cup, taste sharp, bitter. Headlights bouncing off the river. Just me and this road engine steady grind. Lyle, I got mud on my mind. Mud on my mind, trouble in my veins. Banjo slide cutting through the rain. Feet on the gas, don't run, just roam. Every back road feel like home. Whoa, I can't unwind. Got mud on my mind. On my mind. flannel, that harmonica breathing, mailbox numbers paint soft in the evening. Keep rolling, steering wide, singing off beat, fiddle in the background, tapping that seat. Yesterday's plans ain't here for today. I'm just drifting till memories fade, letting the bass pull the hurt from behind. La mud on my mind, mud on my mind, trouble in my veins, banjo slide cutting through the rain. Feet on the gas, don't run, just roam. Every back road feels like home. Whoa, I can't unwind, got mud on my mind. Rumble, night creeps close, river bends wild where nobody goes. Hands out the window, wind cuts sharp, head nodding slow, I'm falling apart. Mud on my mind, trouble in my veins, banjo slide cutting through the rain. Feet on the gas, don't run, just roam. Every back road feels like home. Oh, I can't unwind, got mud on my mind. Yeah, mud on my mind. Yeah, on my mind. Just me and my ride, mud and mine.